Boom. Lee Saunders, Tina G, Jamie from Wisconsin, your boy Ken, Kathleen Cross, Kimini, Valerie G, Gavin Rutherford, Patricia Pueyas, Stella Baxter, Punxsutawney Mo, Tracy M, Monique Lee, The Trump Reaper, Karen Purdy from Newton Falls, Ohio, Oliver Clozo, and me, BDD. That's a good one. That was Matt Meehan, you guys. Oh my goodness. Cha-Cha, Susie Brizuela, Phyllis Hatch, Bernadette, where are we? Floppy Girl, Debbie Neiman, Eddie G, Sarah B, Watcher Soko, Wojo Mom, Jen Murphy, Mytal Cabelli, Sylvia Correa, Samantha Hawkins, Sheila McGinnis, Cindy C. Welcome to another episode of Storytime with BDD. I'm your host, BDD, aka BrooklynDad, and this is Storytime. Gling, gling. Welcome. I see you, Ness from Connecticut. Welcome, everybody. Jen and Fat Tony are here. Sandra from Paramount. Sheila Bird. Oh, boy. Sorry about the late arrival, you guys. I don't know what was wrong with my computer. I hate PCs. I hate them. I can use both. I can use a PC or a Mac, but the PC happens to be cheaper. But it's cheaper because it sucks. I hate PCs. Anyway, happy Friday, you guys. Let's get this show on the road that I've started so late. Let's go ahead and check in with our stories of the day. Stories of the day. The Democrats have some lessons to learn from Tuesday's loss. Thank you, Brandon was trending on Twitter today. We'll discuss why that's a good thing. Secretary Colin Powell's memorial service was held today. And in our guessing game, we're going to pop back into the 80s with this Guess the 80s song. And last but not least, the quarterback of the Green Bay Packers, Aaron Rodgers, is today's You Raggedy Bish. Whoops. Yeah, that's so disappointing. God damn. Aaron Rodgers, I thought he was a good guy. Turns out he's a knucklehead, just like any other anti-vaxxing knucklehead. All right, let's go ahead and keep this show rolling. I see you, Marie from New Jersey. Tracy M, I see you too. Let's see, who else? Did I miss anybody? Wilbur McCarthy is there. There he is. All right. Let's get this thing rolling. Okay, so Wifey is having some luck in fantasy football. But hey, welcome, Diane Graham. It's her first time here. Give her a nice welcome. Diane Graham, we have a nice little community here. And what is Oliver Closeoff is saying? Nothing to say, just want to make Dad laugh again. That's my boy. Thank you. I needed that laugh, Matt. I needed that. I was having one of those I need a cigarette days. One of those. Anyway, as I was saying, Wifey's had some luck. Some of it was good. A lot of it has been bad. So here on the far left is a picture of Derrick Henry, the NFL's leading rusher, down for the season. Next up, she also has on her roster Aaron Rodgers, one of the greats, one of the great quarterbacks in the league. He's a moron. He's not playing this weekend. As far as we know, it's only this weekend that he's not playing because he has COVID. And we found out that he's a lying son of a bee. So, luckily, Wifey also had as her backup quarterback Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz played on Thursday. He threw 3 touchdowns, got her a whopping 30 points for her matchup, which is great. Carson Wentz for the Colts is also unvaccinated. Yup. So there it is. Poor Wifey. When I told her what the deal was with Aaron Rodgers, she wanted to drop him. And I said, no, don't do that. He's a moron, but he's still like, there's very few quarterbacks in the league that have his talent and ability. So we'll wait and see if he's playing next week or if he's banned. We'll play that by ear. Meek Spees, I see you. Welcome. Glad to have you. Okay, so today is Friday, as you guys know, and on this Friday, a new Marvel movie has been released. It's called The Eternals. It is a massive movie. Yeah, it involves superheroes that have been asleep for a very, very long time. And I'll be full disclosure, I'll be fully honest with you. I never read The Eternals. Never. Not one Eternal comic. It's been around for a long time. It's been around since the 70s, I would venture to guess. At least the 70s, and I was collecting. In fact, I just never had any interest in reading them. But as Maitel Cabelli points out, this cast does look wonderful. So, it's not playing on TV. It's not streaming. But I am going to see this. You're wondering, like, wait, BrooklynDad, I thought you didn't want to go into the theater. I do not. You are correct. However, there is a thing called AMC Reserve. And I have spoken with 2 of my friends, and they are willing to go splitsies on this AMC Reserve. And how this works is you pay $100. Excuse me. I see it, Alaska Cindy. I see it. So what happens is you pay like $150. Split that up 3 ways or 6 ways, whatever. And you get like a handful of your vaccinated friends and you go in and now you're safe and you can watch the movie and it's not strangers and you're good to go. So I'm very excited about this. Because I'm going to get to see a really quality Marvel movie, number 1. And number 2 is I'm going to see a bunch of friends that I have not seen in, I don't know, maybe 5-6 years. It's been a while. We're all in the same fantasy football league. Yeah. So it's great. I'm so excited. It's not tomorrow. It's next Saturday, the 13th. I'm really excited. Woohoo! Yeah. Oh, So ABBA, you guys remember, you can dance, having a time of your life. Ooh. Yeah, so ABBA is out with a new album today. They dropped a new album. It's called Voyage, right? And let me just stop you before you go and think that you're going to get some You Can Dance or Mamma Mia. Nope, it ain't that. It's not that. I listened to the album this morning. Whew. Look, I'm not saying it's not good. You just have to measure your expectations. This is not an album created by some 18, 20-year-old Swedes. I think they're from Switzerland, right? Wait, Sweden, Switzerland, whatever. These are not some 18-year-old singers having the time of their lives. No, this is like 40, 50, 60-year-old people who have been through life. They've been through life and heartache and divorce and, Swedish. Thank you, Samantha Hawkins. Tracy M too. Yeah. They've been through some shit and you can tell. It sounds like it. It's not bad. Trust me, it's not bad. You can still, their voices are still recognizable. Hey, Lisa Hathaway, I see you there. There you go. Scribble My Dibbles has popped in too. What up? Like some of our favorite albums, as favorite artists. What's that woman, Adele? Oh my God, Adele cranks out hits and half of them make you want to cry your eyes out. This is not, I wouldn't say this is cry your eyes out, but some of it is a little depressing. Towards the end, they have one like Mamma Mia type song. It's called No Doubt something or other. It's good though. It's a good album. Good. I gotta listen to it again. I've only listened to it one time, but so far it's okay, just different. Netflix has a new movie that wifey and I might check out tonight. It's called The Harder They Fall. And this is a Western, but it's not any normal kind of Western. It's like a black Western. Yeah. It's starring Idris Elba, Regina King, Lakeith something or other. I can't remember his last name. The dude from the dude Jonathan, help me out here. Jonathan Taylor. That's his name. And it looks great. So basically it's like a revenge type Western. And, his dude's parents were killed when he was a kid. And now he's grown up and he wants to cross these guys off his list. And it looks pretty. I mean, you had me at Idris Elba. I like the work that guy does. So we're going to check that out. So I continue to catch up with The Big Bang Theory, and Sheldon has finally said, I love you to Amy. It was a big deal. And for some reason, I'm watching this, and I got a little bit verklempt at that scene. Yeah, because we're watching this guy grow up slowly, emotionally. Yeah. Slowly, he's growing up emotionally, and it's you're on the journey with him. So, yeah, he kissed Amy. He gave her a real, man kiss. And then they went, and the next episode, they did the hibbity-dibbity. They did the hibbity-dibbity. Is good episode. I loved it. Next up, I told you guys about this show briefly. I've started rewatching this. It's a fantastic show. At least the first 3 seasons. The first 3 seasons of this show are Falling Skies. It's available to stream on HBO, but it originally came on the Sci-Fi Network. And it's about an alien invasion, right? But more specifically, it's about this father and his 3 sons and how they navigate their way through this alien invasion. It's a post-apocalyptic show, right? How they manage to stay together, face the challenges, keep their humanity. It's good stuff. It's good. And of course, it's got plenty of drama. It's got some not great special effects. Don't tune into this and expect that you're going to see something like, Alien or Prometheus or special effects. This is TV special effects, okay? So I wouldn't expect great special effects, but the acting is top notch. The storytelling is very good, and I love it so much. I love it. And last but not least, on Apple TV, here's another show. It's a movie, actually, wifey and I might check out this weekend. It's called Finch. And it's starring Tom Hanks. Period. Tom Hanks and a dog and a robot that he put together. That's it. There's nobody else in this movie. Basically, Tom Hanks plays a guy who is the last guy on Earth, and he's got a dog, and his dog is his best friend, and that's it. You know what? I loved Castaway, and Tom Hanks was by himself most of that movie, so yeah, I'm looking forward to this one too. Why do they keep making Tom Hanks be all by himself? You're such a great actor. We're going to leave you on the planet by yourself. See what you can do with that. All right, that's it for our random stuffs. Yes, Sheila Bird says scientific castaway. That's right, Lee Saunders. Like what that Will Smith did. I Am Legend. That's what that was. Excuse me. Okay. Random chill tunes. Let's jump right on into our quick hits. Yeah, you son of a bee. All right, quick hits. So the last episode, in our last episode, I think it was Monday. Was it Monday or Friday? Whatever. I was talking about this whole Brandon thing, right? And the right wing, they locked on to this, simple error in judgment by a reporter. She told the audience, I think they're saying, let's go Brandon, when really they were saying, F you, Biden. Anyway, so now they're making t-shirts and cups and mugs and pants and we didn't have a show on Wednesday. Watch your suck up. So anyway, today, thank you, Brandon, was trending. Now, this was not launched by the right wing. This was not launched by Trumpers and those conservative knuckleheads. Nah, this was launched by the resistance. And I say the resistance because we are still the resistance. We might not be resisting the same forces, but we're still resisting assholes. But today, thank you, Brandon, was trending primarily because the jobs report was released and it had some good news. And, let's see some sample tweets from Scott Dworkin saying, LOL, we always ruin their moronic and childish slogans. Hashtag thank you, Brandon. And he says, hashtag thank you, Brandon, now trending #1 in the U.S. Resisting the BS. Thank you, Lee Saunders. Happy Friday. And Brian Tyler Cohen tweeted, hashtag thank you, Brandon is now trending nationwide with Americans reclaiming a right-wing phrase and sharing their support for President Biden's major economic gains reported today. What economic gains do we have? We had 531 531,000 new jobs added to the economy in October. No small thing at all. Yeah? And that brings our total jobs gained to 5.6 million jobs. 5.6 million jobs. Yes, they are pissed. Eddie G and Mia. They are plenty pissed. It's not just the 531,000 jobs. It's the unemployment rate dropped to 4.6%. The Dow Jones crossed 36,000 points for the first time ever. I'm old enough to remember when a certain jackass said as soon as he leaves office and Biden steps in, the stock market was going to crash. I don't think so, Spanky. Nope. Didn't happen. Secretary Colin Powell was eulogized today in a memorial service, and the memorial service was attended by all of the usual dignitaries you would expect, American dignitaries. There was Hillary Clinton without President Clinton. I'm assuming because he recently had COVID and they're making precautions. That's fine. George and Laura Bush were there. Barack and Michelle Obama were there. And of course, President and Dr. Biden were in attendance. And it was a somber event that was very appropriate, for the person that they were recognizing today. Colin Powell put country before party, and that is why both Republicans and Democrats acknowledge and respect his contribution to America. Rest in peace, General Colin Powell. Now, tonight, I'm not sure if this has happened yet. It could be happening right now as we speak. There's supposed to be 2 votes happening. Last I checked, these were still going on. 2 votes over the infrastructure deal. There's the traditional infrastructure bill and the human infrastructure bill. Both are supposed to be voted on. Now, the reason why it's still kind of up in the air is because apparently moderates want to see a CBO score. CBO stands for Congressional Budget Office, and they want to see a CBO score before they get on board for it. Whatever. There's no way to get a CBO score quickly. It's going to take a week or 2 to get that thing. And President Biden wants this thing voted on now. He really wanted it voted on before the election, before Tuesday, but it is what it is. And part of the reason he didn't get that is because this jackass is holding things up. He's just coming up with new reasons to not go along with the program. I mean, it's ridiculous. And the other day, we learned that Joe Manchin has not only a yacht, he also has a Maserati, because that's how senators who make $176,000 a year, that's how they roll. Huh? Yeah. He's got a Maserati SUV, and he was confronted by climate change protesters the other day. I think that was yesterday, and good for them getting in his face and putting some pressure on him. Seriously, Lee Saunders, I would love to kick him out of the party. Unfortunately, the hard, cold truth is that we do need his vote. Without him, we're down to 49 to 51. Or 49 to 50, I guess. Let's say. But 51 if he joins the Republicans. 50 if he just becomes an independent. So yeah, we still need that. Chacha says 20 Dems are not voting. Next election, Lee Saunders, maybe. If we can expand our Senate majority, and you guys are seeing me tweet this every day. Every day, expand our Senate majority. Why? Because repetition. That's all. People have an attention span like this, and sometimes I feel like, God damn, why do I got to put this every day? Oh, yeah, that's right. Because people have short attention spans and even shorter memories. So, yeah, we got to do what we got to do. All right. It's that time for the timeline cleanse. Timeline cleanse. Timeline cleanse. Timeline cleanse. I gotta find some way to fit this cowbell into the show. Okay, first up, nobody likes to do the dishes. Nobody likes to do the dishes. Even if you have a dishwasher, just don't like to get the hands wet and sludgy. You don't want to do the dishes. Why not get the dog to do them?
Hey, excuse me. Nada. Are you doing dishes? I hope so. Hey, excuse me. Nada. Are you doing dishes? I hope so.
What the hell?
Hey, excuse me. Nada. Are you doing dishes? I hope so.
Oh my God.
Hey, excuse me. Nada.
Ew! But first, the dog was just standing there, right? And she says, "Nala." He's like, "Hmm." Oh my God. Oh, that's too funny. All right, what's next? Let's stay on the dog thing. And if you were to take a dog and a giraffe and merge the two, you would have dog giraffe. Dog giraffe. Oh. What? Look at the feet. The feet. That's cool. That's very cool. The feet. This is fantastic. That guy, if that guy is doing that, he must be making a mint. That's so clever. It's clever. He even did the giraffe mane thing. That's great. I love it. I love it so much. I love it. Love it. What's next? Oh, okay. For this next one, right? This next one, you guys have heard the phrase before when somebody tells a sob story and they say, "What's this? What's this? What is this? This is the world's smallest violin," right? Yeah. So imagine if you got an email or a text message from somebody who was trying to give you a sob story that really didn't deserve, sob story drama that it was intended to receive. Imagine if you could read that bullshit text message to the sound of an actual violin.
Adding sad violins to my ex's bullshit apology text. Hey, I know you're probably never gonna forgive me for what happened, but I wanted a chance to explain. I know it wasn't right that I technically hooked up with your roommate, but I've been going through a lot, and that's not who I am. I've been failing most of my classes, and I just got fired. So I would really appreciate if you showed me some sort of sympathy and stopped making me feel like a villain. Plus, you've been really busy at work, and I've been feeling really alone. I was just really missing you, and it was a one one-time mistake.
No, you didn't.
I love you so much more than anything. What am I supposed to tell my family? I'm sorry, okay? Also, did you change the Netflix password?
Oh! Oh, he wanted to know. That's all he wanted really was the Netflix password. Good God. There it is. That's our timeline cleanse for today. Let us keep this thing moving because I am late today. And Dems have some lessons to learn after Tuesday's election. First of all, I was about to say lessons to learn after Tuesday's shellacking. That's what you would think it was, if you were only focused on the drivel that the media, and when I say the media, I'm talking about CNN, mostly CNN. MSNBC still seems to be somewhat grounded in reality, somewhat, even though I have my issues with them during the day. But let's get into the main loss. Yeah, the main loss was between Terry McAuliffe and Glenn Youngkin for the race for governor of Virginia. Okay, Glenn Youngkin ended up winning, and not by a huge margin, it was enough to say, okay, he won. And he won, it was 51-48, I believe was the last thing, the last numbers that I saw. He was declared the winner that night. We didn't even have to wait for the next day. And they were trying to paint a picture of Glenn Youngkin's win being indicative of everything that's going to happen in 2022. Him being the canary in the coal mine. I think that's wrong. Because that was not the only race that was being run, and there were some serious glaring mistakes that were made from this particular race. First of all, this was a self-inflicted wound by Terry McAuliffe. Self-inflicted. He said some shit during the debate. He said, wait a minute, Sandra just got a call from hubby, still in Virginia, ER, but no COVID-19 test came back negative. Thank you for sharing that with us, Sandra. Glad to hear that from your hubby. That's good news. Yeah, he said something to the effect of parents don't belong in the classroom, or they shouldn't have a say in their kids' education. Oh my God, dude, why would you say that? Why? Apparently, it has more to do with the side of the bread, the side that his bread is buttered on. He's got the teachers are his support, but don't do that, man. He went and turned people against him. They had all these different board meetings, school board meetings where people were all riled up and they had all their signs made, and good Lord, man. Seriously, dumb move. And on top of that, look, I'm going to say this. I was supporting McAuliffe because he was our candidate, right? But if it was up to me, I'd have been in the meeting like, are you kidding me? We ain't got nobody else? This guy has as much charisma as a wet washcloth. Why are we backing this dude? Huh? He's moderate as hell. Moderate. And I don't consider myself radical, but that dude was just boring. It was boring, And then, good Lord, the Lincoln Project. Don't ever have people helping you if if their idea of helping you is a sledgehammer, okay? The Lincoln Project apparently sent some guys to stand in front of Youngkin's bus holding tiki torches, right? I'm sure this was over like a 6-pack of beers and a pizza. Somebody made up this decision. Yeah, that's a good idea, man. Get them with some red hats and stand them in front of the bus and make it look like they're affiliated with the Youngkin. That was stupid. It was stupid, and it looked desperate and weak. That's some shit that a Jacob Wall would have pulled. That, the fraudulent bullshit. Bad look. Bad look. And it unfolded with like 2 days to go before the election. It's ridiculous. It's like nobody was talking to each other. There was no like central command on this. There was no central planner, organizing this effort whatsoever. That's horrendous. Whoever's in charge of the DNC, you either up your game or step aside, because there's a lot of shit that's riding on 2022. And if you go into 2022 letting shit like this happen, I don't know what to tell you. It's going to be a bloodbath. It's going to be. Meanwhile, in New Jersey, if you were watching the returns, the election results until midnight on Tuesday, you would have thought that the other guy won. Chitterelli. Yeah, Jamie Harrison. Thank you, Veronica Tallo. Veronica Tello, Jamie Harrison, is the head of the DNC. Chitterelli went up and made a speech that sounded a whole hell of a lot like a victory speech. He was doing this with the hand. Politicians, they like to do this because you're not supposed to point, so they do this. And he was doing a whole lot of this. And there's so many people I want to thank. Dude, you didn't win. You did not win. And I'm steadily listening to Steve Kornacki and trying to ascertain where these other votes coming from. And they came in late. So, as soon as those votes start coming in late, you're opening up the door for the people on the right to be screaming, fraud! They stole the election! And that's what they're doing. Karen Purdy from Newton Falls, Ohio. Thank you, my friend, for the generous donation. Thank you for that. Thank you very much. Yeah, so apparently they are now positioning themselves to demand a recount or do an audit, some nonsense. That's how they do. So we lost Virginia. We did win New Jersey, and this New Jersey win is not a small deal. This Phil Murphy being reelected, it's the first time a Democratic governor has been reelected since 1978, 77. Long time ago, 4 decades, long time. So it's a big deal. It's noteworthy, yeah? So we screwed up. We shit the bed in Virginia. New Jersey, we just barely squeaked by. This is nothing to beat your chest and spike the football over. We just barely won in a race that should not have been this close. So Democrats have some things to do, But first, before I move on, I want to point out that there were some other victories that are noteworthy as well. Michelle Wu was elected the first Asian and woman mayor of Boston. Meanwhile, Aftab Pureval was the elected first Asian mayor of Cincinnati. We also had Ed Gainey elected first black mayor of Pittsburgh. Alvin Bragg, the first black Manhattan district attorney. And Ken Welch was elected the first black mayor of St. Petersburg. St. Petersburg. So, yeah, we had some wins. You know, you wouldn't know it if you were listening to Gloom and Doom that whole night, and that's what we were hearing because of Virginia. Monique Lee, thank you, my friend. Thank you for the kind donation. Thank you. Let's see if Mr. Sticky Taco makes an appearance. Let's see. So what are some of the things we need to do going forward, right? We need to stop electing middling, moderate fuckers like Manchinima. Monique is Mr. Pikachu. Pika! Stop electing Manchinimas, right? There should be a purity test before anyone gets elected. Make sure that they don't have ties to big oil, big pharma. And you know what? Let's take it a step further. Let us get them to commit on the record not to take any money from big oil and big pharma. I like that. I like that so much. Really, it should be a thing. Seriously, because they're screwing us. If not for their obstruction, we could have passed both infrastructure bills before the Virginia election, and maybe that would have made the difference. Maybe they could have elected a boring-ass candidate like Terry McAuliffe. That's another thing. Stop promoting these boring, moderate candidates. I've heard the arguments in favor of moderate is because, we need to be able to attract independent voters and maybe fringe Republican voters. No, you don't. You just need to come up with platforms that are accessible and exciting to everybody, that everybody can support. That doesn't mean moderate. What else? What else do we have here? Yeah, the same shit with stop showing us the process, the sausage making, the behind the scenes litigation. It just makes us look like we don't know what we're doing. We're fighting amongst ourselves. We have no direction. We're not united. All that shit. Because say what you will about Republicans, right? Republicans, they are in lockstep. The few exceptions that they have, it was John McCain. Oh, that's why they were so heated about John McCain giving the thumbs down when they were trying to scramble Obamacare. But overall, Republicans are much more united. They present a united front way more than we do. We have to get our messaging down, Oh, speaking of messaging, this clown, usually James Carville, I kind of enjoy James Carville, the Ragin' Cajun, I sometimes I like his political prognostications, right? He tends to be like a bare knuckle, tough guy. We gotta get tough. He's that guy. We gotta take off the gloves, or we gotta hit him in the mouth. But now he's talking about woke politics and wokeism is what lost us the election. No. Wokeism. First of all, wokeism and the use of the word woke is meant to denigrate younger members of the Democratic Party, Our youth, the youth in the party that cares how people are treated, that cares that people are respected for being a human being. They take the word woke and make it, and they twist it to make it seem like it's a weakness. It's woke is derived from politically correct, which was also spit upon by the far right. politically correct, blah, 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 blah. I can admit sometimes wokeism goes a little bit too far, but that is part of who we are. So, James Carville, you're a dinosaur. You don't get what drives our party. Our party cares about people who are LGBTQ, people who are marginalized, at risk, vulnerable members of our community. That is who we are. That is who we defend. So put that shit aside. We're not moving forward without our communities. So that's that. Messaging. We have to be able to get on the same page, say the same things. I don't know what it takes to do that. You know, if you have to organize a meeting or series of meetings, maybe have emails and make sure everybody is saying the same things. Everybody has the same talking points. Nobody goes off script. That. Serious. You see the right wing doing that, and you know what? They're winning elections with lies. They created a lie about CRT, about critical race theory, you know, and Glenn Youngkin won saying, I'm going to keep critical race theory out of the classrooms. Guess what? It's not even in the classrooms. That's like saying, I tweeted something last night saying, you know, politicians can now run saying, with a promise like, I'm going to keep stripper poles out of the classrooms. Yeah, I'm going to keep those stripper poles out. There's no stripper poles in the classrooms. There's no CRT in the classroom. And the difference between the two, everybody knows what a stripper pole is. Everybody doesn't know what CRT is. And they pretend like they do. They pretend that CRT means that you are labeling all white people as racist, and that's not what it is at all. CRT, critical race theory, is taught in law schools, and it is meant to analyze the structure, the systematic racism that is built into our society. That is what critical race theory is meant to do. And it didn't take me a minute to say that. And that is it in its essence. There's a whole lot more nuance to it, but that's essentially what it is. Start delivering results. In addition to this infrastructure bill, the next big one is voting rights. You have to deliver results to the base. You have to deliver results to the Black community. The Black community keeps coming out year after year after year for these goddamn elections, you know, and you're taking the Black vote for granted. You're taking the Black vote for granted. You assume that we're just going to keep showing up because we're more afraid of the devils that we don't know than the devils that we know. But you know, that's only gonna, that shit is not going to go forever. It's not gonna keep working. I don't think. Could be wrong. And last but not least, I'm gonna say is that we need to trumpet, we need to applaud, we need to cheerlead our victories, our wins, the things that we do right and we do well. We need to celebrate those loud and be shameless about it because they do. And then they get credit for the things that they are nonstop promoting. We have to self-promote. This is the shit that I hate doing for myself. I hate promoting this show. That's why I have so few viewers, because I don't promote. I don't promote the show. If I was to promote it, I would have a whole heck of a lot more viewers. Right? So don't do what I do with the show for the Democratic Party wins. Celebrate things like the unemployment rate dropping and the jobs numbers and the infrastructure bill that's about to pass and the child tax credit. Celebrate those things that the Democratic Party is doing for all Americans. They're not just doing it for Democrats, because a whole lot of Republicans benefit from these programs that they like to poo-poo and say, oh, that's socialism. Okay. And that's it. I rambled a bit, but you get the idea. All right. So now I'm going to jump right onto first, before I forget, please hit the like button before you go. If you're still watching, please hit that like button. It helps out the show very muchly. Now, hey, Jennifer Tony, thank you so much for that donation. This game, I'm going to try to keep this to like 5 or 6. I have to, because I am so late in the game. So late. But you know how it is. This game, guess the 80s song. Oh, that's from Connecticut. Thank you so much for the donation. Thank you. Very kind of you. So I'm going to sing the song. You're going to listen. You're going to say, oh, I know what the song that is. And you type it in and hit send. I can only read the first 5 or 6 names because I'm very late. It's my own fault. So, you know, that's how it is. Veronica Tello with the large, generous donation. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, here we go. Here's the first one. First song, Prepare Thyself. This one will not be easy. A place where nobody dared to go. The love that we came to know. They call it blah, blah, blah. And now, open your eyes and see. What we have made is real. We are in blah, blah, blah. A million lights are dancing, and there you are, a shooting star. All right, you guys did well. I'm surprised. I didn't know there were so many Xanadu fans out there. This is, fun fact, one of the first DVDs I ever bought. 1998, 99, I bought Xanadu. Xanadu, gling, 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 gling. All right, at the top we have Eddie G, Scribble My Dibbles, Susie Brizuela, Lee Saunders, Sheila Bird, Cindy C, Jennifer, Tony, Michelle, Gavin Rutherford. Okay, that's the best I can do. Next up, keeping it moving quickly. Here's the next one. Does she walk? Does she talk? Does she come complete? My homeroom angel always pulled me from my seat. She was pure like snowflakes, no one could ever stain. The memory of my angel could never cause me pain. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Bow, now. Angel is a centerfold. My blood runs cold. My memory has just been sold. Down, now. Angel is a centerfold. Na, 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 na. Who do we got at the top here? We got Veronica Tello, followed by Cindy C, Eddie G, Samantha B, Wilbur McCarthy, Scribble My Dibbles, the Trump Reaper Michelle, Cha-Cha. All right, next up. Next up, are you ready? This is before that one was before Mrs. Mia Mia's time. Stop bragging. Next up, here we go. She'll only come out at night, lean and hungry type. Nothing is new. I've seen her here before. Watching and waiting Ooh, she's sitting with you, but her eyes are on the door. Doom, doom. So many have paid to see what you think you get it for free. The woman is wild. She can tell by the poet Jack you are. All right, we got Hall & Oates, Man Eater. And let's see who's at the top here. We got Eddie G. Gavin Rutherford with Bummin' Eater. Samantha B, Tracy M, the Trump Reaper, Michelle, Sheila Bird, Scribble My Dibbles, Samantha Hawkins, Monique Lee, Sylvia Correa, Marie from New Jersey, Veronica Tello, Cecile Kazimi. What was that? 15? All right. Here's the next one. Next one. Look, I'm moving this. I'm moving this show. Here we go. There's a loving in your eyes all the way. If I listen to your lies, would you say I'm a man without conviction? I'm a man who doesn't know how to sell a contradiction. You come and go. You come and go. Come a chameleon. Karma Chameleon by the Culture Club. That was the name of the group, headed by Boy George. Boy George was the leader of the Culture Club. And let's see, who do we have at the top here? Veronica Tello at the top, followed by Eddie G, Sylvia Correa, Lee Saunders, Tracy M, the Trump Reaper, Cindy C, Sheila Bird, Cha-Cha Monique Lee, Samantha Hawkins, that damn Alaskan. No, Meek Speeds, that's not 90s, that's total 80s. That's total 80s. All right, moving right along, here's the next one. Get ready, here we go. Meek Speeds wants me to explore the room. Really explore the room. I need more cowbell. I really explore the room. Here's the next one. How can I just let you walk away? Just let you leave without a trace? When I stand here taking every breath with you. Ooh, you're the only one who really knew me at all. All right, that's all I'm giving you. You knew already when I said the first 3 words. We're looking for So Take a Look at Me Now, Against All Odds by Phil Collins. There's just an empty space. And let's see, who do we have at the top here? We have the Trump Reaper, followed by Michelle Bookout, Samantha B, Tracy M, Sylvia Correa, Cindy C, Jen and Fat Tony, Cha-Cha, Sheila Bird, Lee Saunders, Samantha B, Gavin Rutherford, Stella Baxter, Veronica Tello, Cecile Kazimi. Very good, you guys. Very good. Okay. Here's the next one. Keeping it moving. Keeping it moving. Moving. Wait, I need the melody here. Here we go. Okay, here we go. I've never seen you looking so lovely as you did tonight. I've never seen you shine so bright. I've never seen so many men ask if you wanted to dance. They're looking for a little romance, given half a chance. And I have never seen that dress you're wearing, or the highlights in your hair that catch your eyes. I have been blind. It's Folgers in your cup. All right. We got at the top here. This was Lady in Red by Christy Berg. And we have Lee Saunders, Eddie G, Michelle, Gavin Rutherford, Monique Lee, Marie from New Jersey, Tracy M, Karen Purdy, Cha-Cha, Lee Saunders, Susie Briswell, Chris Sylvia Correa, Samantha Hawkins, Jennifer Doherty, Veronica Tello. Very good, you guys. Very good. Very good. This one, I'm only giving you the melody. Here we go. You ready? Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. 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 Yes, we were looking for the final countdown by Europe, not Asia, Wilbur McCarthy. All right, who do we have at the top here? We got, let's see. Meek Spees, Lee Saunders, Gavin Rutherford, Sylvia Correa, Mrs. Mia Mia to you, Tracy M, the Trump Reaper, Marie from New Jersey, Lee Saunders, Paula Freitas, Jennifer Tony, Monique Lee, Susie Briswell, Cindy C, Samantha B. Very good, you guys. All right, next up. Here's the next one. Children behave. That's what they say when we're together. And watch how you play. They don't understand, and so we're running just as fast as we can, holding on to one another's hand, trying to get away into the night. And then you put your arms around me as we tumble to the ground, and then you say, what do you say? It's Folgers in your cup. I think we're alone now. Da-da-da-da-da, everyone around. Okay, let's see. Who do we have at the top? Lee Saunders seems to be on fire today. There she is at the top with Mr. Gavin Rutherford. Jen and Fat Tony also on a rollie. Sylvia Correa, 2, Tracy M, Cindy C, Mrs. Mia Mia to you, Monique Lee, Cha-Cha, Sylvia Correa, Cecile Kazimi, Wilbur what? It's not Jethro Tull. Wilbur McCarthy. Jethro Tull. One of these days, I'm going to give you a Jethro Tull, all right? Samantha B. Susie Briswell. Very good, you guys. Okay. Here's the next one. If I gave you the melody to this, you'd get it right away. So I can't give you the melody. That would make it too easy. Lost in a dream. I don't know which way to go. And let me tell you that you aren't all that you seem. And baby, I'm moving way too slow. I've been a fool before, wouldn't like to get my love caught in the slamming door. How about some information, please? Straight up now, tell me, do you really want to love me forever? Oh, It's not quite there yet. All right, we're looking for Paula Abdul, straight up. All right, and who do we have at the top? We got Tracy M, Monique Lee, Cindy C, Cha Cha, me, nope. Cecile Kazemi, Michelle, Susie Briswella, Samantha Hawkins, Veronica Tello, Eddie G, Mrs. Mia to you, Sylvia Correa, Gavin Rutherford, Luppy Girl. Very good, you guys. Okay. This one is the last one. It's the last one in the show. Prepare thyselves. Listen closely. Listen. Listen to these words here. Hang on. I totally don't even... Okay, all right, here we go. Oceans apart, day after day, and I slowly go insane. I hear your voice on the line, but it doesn't stop the pain. If I see you next to never, how can we say forever? Wherever you go, whatever you do, I will be right here waiting for you. Whatever it takes, or how my heart aches, I will be right here waiting for you. All right, let's see what it is. Some people, I'm seeing some people with no love for this song. Like, I hate that song. Why? It's a love song. You probably heard it too many times on the radio. Okay, at the top we got, hey, there's Samantha B at the top, followed by, it's not Robin Hood, I can tell you that. Cindy C, Eddie G, Luppy Girl, Monique Lee, Sylvia Correa, Jen and Fat Tony, Susie Briswella, Mia to you, the Trump Reaper, Corey Lord, Sylvia Correa, Samantha Hawkins, Gavin Rutherford, Veronica Tello, Cecile Kazemi, Stella Baxter. Good job, you guys. Good job. Okay, that's it. Oh, Cha-Cha with the donation. Thank you, my friend. That is very kind, very generous of you. Thank you very much. All right. While I still got you here, please remember to hit that like button if you have not already. Hit notifications, hit subscribe, do whatever those things you do if you're lurking and you're not interacting. Next up, we have you, Raggedy Bish. You, Raggedy Bish. All right, and today's Raggedy Bish is Aaron Rodgers, the quarterback of the Green Bay Packers. This is the first time, I believe. Nope, it's the second time I've had an athlete in the Raggedy Bish segment of the show. It's really disappointing because he seemed like such a solid, sensible guy, especially doing those State Farm commercials. I don't know what they're gonna do. They might have to pull those commercials from TV because he comes off looking like a fool, just a straight up lunatic, listening to guys like Joe Rogan. He was on a podcast today, Pat McAfee. Check my Chiron. Oh, thank you. Yeah, you know what? Part of the reason I was so late to the show today was because my computer was acting slow and crazy. It was taking forever for me to do simple things Rodgers. And so I had to bail halfway through this thing. Let's see if I can fix that quickly. I will be right here waiting for you. There we go. Thank you for that. Yeah, he's listening to Joe Rogan. He's taking advice from the likes of Joe Rogan to use ivermectin. Huh? God damn. Hey, Diane London. I didn't know you were here. Welcome. Welcome to you. Yeah, Ricky Schroeder, Aaron Rodgers, they're all the same. But here's a little clip. I'm going to show you a little clip of the appearance he made on this podcast today.
Like what we have been able to, I don't want to say build with you in your incredible, just how nice you are with your time with us every single Tuesday. People have learned a lot about you through this show, and I'm very thankful for that. Every Tuesday, I think a lot of thoughts were potentially changed about you. People that once thought something about you changed after hearing you speak. So whenever all of this information came out, there was a lot of haters out there, obviously, that immediately started burying you, but there was a lot of people that listened to you on Tuesdays that say, hey, he's actually an incredibly deep person, an incredibly intelligent person, somebody that you would actually like. There has to be reasons for everything that we're hearing about right now. So I appreciate you so much for this incredible honor that we have to potentially allow you to have a platform and a floor to explain your side of this whole thing. And I can't wait to hear it. We're incredibly lucky for it. The floor is yours, Mr. Rodgers.
Thank you, buddy.
Good water drink. It's going to be a long one.
Get off his dick.
I realize I'm in the crosshairs of the woke mob right now. So before my final nail gets put in my cancel culture casket, I think I'd like to set the record straight on so many of the blatant lies that are out there about myself right now. And I appreciate the opportunity to tell my side of the story on here. First of all, I didn't lie in the initial press conference. During that time,
you did lie.
A very, witch hunt that was going on across the league, where everybody in the media was so concerned about who was vaccinated and who wasn't, and what that meant, and who was being selfish, and who would talk about it, and what it meant if they said it's a personal decision. They shouldn't have to disclose their own medical information and whatnot. And at the time, my plan was to say that I've been immunized. It wasn't some sort of ruse or lie. It was the truth. And I'll get into the whole immunization in a second. But had there been a follow-up to my statement that I've been immunized, I would have responded
Listen to this.
With this. I would have said, look, I'm not, some sort of anti-vax flat earther. I am somebody who's a critical thinker. You guys know me. I march to the beat of my own drum. I believe strongly in bodily autonomy and the ability to make choices for your body, not to have to acquiesce to some woke culture or crazed, group of individuals who say you have to do something. Health is not a one-size-fits-all for everybody. And for me, it involved a lot of study in the off season, much like the study I put into hosting Jeopardy or the weekly study I put into playing a game. I put a lot of time and energy and research and met with a lot of different people in the medical field.
All right, that's enough. That is enough garbage. All right, you did some study, Aaron Rodgers. So what'd you study? 3 months, huh? I'm gonna give you, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt that you spent 3 straight months, Monday through Friday, 8-hour days, because you know what? That's the kind of studying my son, did when he was in college, studying to be a scientist. He's an actual scientist right now. He's a scientist. And he spent hours and hours and hours and years, hours a day and years studying. But let's say you spent three months, 8-hour days studying. That doesn't even come close to scratching the surface of the studying of all of the scientists and the virologists and every epidemiologist that has been focused on this thing. But you're a little sitting on the toilet checking Facebook posts. That's your idea. Study, idiot. Listen to how he throws out the terms woke mob and cancel culture. He said woke at least, 3 or 4 times. And then he said he didn't lie. Well, if they had asked me a follow-up question, dude, if you're being fully honest, don't nobody need to ask you a follow-up question to your saying, I'm immunized. He just said, I'm immunized. I'm immunized was meant to throw everybody off the scent because it kind of sounds like in response to the question, are you vaccinated? He says, I'm immunized. That's like somebody asking you, if you're going out with somebody and you're about to do the hibbity-dibbity and they ask you, do you have protection? And you don't have a condom on you. You have a gun on you. So, yeah, technically I have protection on me, but I can't put a gun on my jammy. No. Yeah, they want to know, do you have a condom? Not if you have a gun. But, hey, protection, I answered your question. I do have protection. It's just not the protection you were looking for. Yeah, that's called lying by omission, you jackass. And you think the rest of us are so stupid we don't know? You replace the word vaccinated with immunized, and then you put the blame on everybody else for not chasing you down. That's some bullshit. That's some raggedy ass bullshit. Aaron Rodgers, man, I'm telling you, if wifey had a better quarterback on her fantasy team, I would tell her to drop your ass. But seriously, he's still the quarterback of a high-performing offense, but he's an asshole. And I wouldn't mind. She's got a good backup. I wouldn't mind if the Packers benched him for the rest of the season. Make a statement. Do it. Do it. Do it. All right, that's about all I got for today. I don't have any time for questions because, as you guys know, I appreciate those of you who have hung in there with me this long. I'm very sorry for starting the show so late. I blame the PC, but ultimately the buck stops here. I'm the one who does the show. But thank you for hanging in there with me this long for another episode of Storytime with BDD. I'm your favorite host, BDD. I'm your favorite host. If you have not yet gotten your shot, don't be like Aaron Rodgers. Get your damn vax. Get vaxxed, please. If you're able to get a booster, get the booster too. Make sure you wear a mask. Keep your social distance. 6 feet or better. And have a lovely, relaxing evening and weekend. I will be enjoying, as Samantha B points out, I will be enjoying pizza, wings, and a movie tonight and this weekend. So yeah, I'll be here Monday, same time. No, earlier, on time, hopefully. Knock on wood. Fingers crossed, knock on wood. Mia to you. Thank you for the donation. Same time, same place. I love you all. Peace. Boom. Yes, I am the favorite host. Hey, Jennifer Tony, thank you, my friends. Thank you for the donation. The very best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. Oh, is it the clock time this weekend? I love it. I really do. I love getting that extra hour of sleep back. I do. I am now eating a strawberry lollipop. It's a dum-dum. It's really good. Hey! Aaron is a Karen. All right. Wilbur McCarthy, I hear you. I hate it getting dark so bloody early, too. Bloody early. But guys, you know what time it is. You need to leave.